This one's called The Mythical Village of Childhood, and this is like the neighborhood that I grew up in, and it's a place that doesn't exist anymore. And for me, it's still very alive, and these images that I have, like memories, they come to you like, and it kind of like pertains to this kind of idea of the village where I grew up. My parents had a butcher shop in the North End, Winnipeg. I had to deliver a box of meat to Mrs. Meritz's place. And I just remember walking in and looking inside the box, and there was a pig's head inside the box, and it was just I don't know, a very kind of a nice experience in a way, And I have never done a picture of the pig's head in the box, but it's just the kind of feeling that it evokes. This painting is kind of like something like the feeling that I have when I think of those memories. I used to do a lot of collage work, and I think my paintings and my way of making pictures comes out of collage. So it's very kind of a conscious juxtaposition of different images. And what that does is these images coming together creates a kind of a narrative, like they tell a story, just kind of like montage in film, the way you put one thing next to another, like it evokes something. That's the way I think of the images. Like, I think the paintings are often busy, like there's a lot going on, and maybe for some people's taste there's maybe too much going on. And there was this time where I was very infatuated with Halloween and clowns and horror movies, and some of those images came out in the paintings, and like I think I frightened a lot of people. Everything in the studio is memory. I'm very sentimental, and I can't throw like stuff away. And if something is imbued with a kind of a personality, I might feel inclined to save it. They seem to be like little personalities interacting, and so I think they are a product of the hauntedness. So how do these things come together, and how do they interact? There's a total hazard involved. I had a gallery dealer that I was involved with tell me, she was trying to sell my work, but she said she didn't know how to do it, and she said often like people felt uncomfortable with the pictures. In fact, she said that pictures made the hair on her neck stand sometimes. So, and that's a really an important point, and one that I often think of. How accessible are the images in terms of what is perceived and what is understood? What was my intention, and then like how is that being seen? Like I feel after 30 years of like making pictures, I feel that I'm at a point where like I don't have to worry about technique, and I can just kind of go ahead and paint and feel very free about what's happening. I consider this exhibition of work called The Impossible Dream to be kind of reflections on Don Quixote. I just think it's such a powerful kind of idea of this deluded person who believes, and he's living with his delusion, and he kind of goes forth in the world riding after this impossible dream. And the artist's quest is, it is an impossible dream, because the worth of making art, of creating art, is it's really questionable. Tchaikovsky died, and he thought the Nutcracker was a complete flop. I think that's the interesting thing about Don Quixote, is what happens to the people that he encounters, and how do they see his dream? Like some of them just see him as ridiculous, insane. Others believe what he's doing, and in fact that's the powerful thing about the Don Quixote story, is that if you believe in something, it's probably real, and it's when you don't believe in it, he dies because he doesn't have a vision, or he doesn't have a dream.